Hello, and this is Philly Sports Network. I'm Cole Ledger, and I'm here with Keaton Ball and Tim Wing. So the three topics we're going to be discussing today are the Phillies' recent play, what the Eagles are going to do this season, and the Jimmy Butler situation with the 76ers. So starting with the Philadelphia Phillies, they started off with a 7-game losing streak. Now winning 2 straight. The bamboo has been really helping them. What do you think about this new bamboo?
I think, of course, it's just a superstition, although many people will believe in it. But I think it's one of those things. If the Phillies feel like they have a little bit of extra luck on their side, then they might play better, thinking that some unknown power is helping them win games. I think it's a good thing. It's something that can get everyone buying bamboo too. So for the bamboo companies, yeah, good for them.
The coach of the Phillies, we actually have a caller. We have Jake from Dallas, Texas. What's up, Jake?
First time caller, long time listener. I actually think that the bamboo is just a superstition, and I believe that superstitions do not belong in sports. So that's just my take on it. Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. Like Jake was saying, I think it is a superstition, and I think that it's just being weird. But the coach of the Phillies got thrown out yesterday. What's your take on him?
I think it's good showing some emotion for the Phillies right now. I think Gabe Kapler needs to show the emotion to give this team a boost. And it seems like it's helping because they won 2 straight, and maybe they're getting back to their form from earlier on in the season.
All right, so moving to football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to go over what we think is going to happen in the 2019-2020 season in football, and where we see the Eagles against the NFC East competitors like the Giants, the Redskins, and the Cowboys. So where do you think you see the Eagles this year?
Well, I think the Eagles will be better. I think they picked up some more key players for their team. Obviously, Deshaun Jackson is back. They picked up defensive players like Malik Jackson from the Jaguars. Carson Wentz should be more healthy than he was last year. I'm still not convinced that he will be back to his MVP form. I don't think that's likely. It's possible that was only a one-time thing, but I see them landing top of the division. I see them going something like 11-5. I think they'll make the playoffs, and we'll see what happens from there. I think their defense will have improved, and I think overall they'll be a more rounded team.
Okay, so we actually have another caller, Nathan from St. Louis. What's up, Nathan?
All right, hey guys, thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, I definitely agree with you in terms of the Eagles' record and how they're going to place in the division. I absolutely think they're playoffs teams. But I think the biggest thing that it hinges on is the play of Carson Wentz and the way the offense is able to perform. Obviously, last year they only scored 23 points a game or something. So what are your thoughts on the Eagles' offense?
So my thoughts on the Eagles' offense, Carson Wentz, the last 2 years have done really well until the end part of the season where he's came down with injuries both years. I think the Eagles have a chance to win the division, but I think it's going to be a close race between the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Redskins, if I were them, I would have sit Dwayne Haskins this year, let Case Keenum take the ball, but then if he does bad, give it to Dwayne Haskins. What do you think the Eagles are going to do this year?
I think they'll do well. I think Carson Wentz, the Eagles need to rely on Carson Wentz a lot, and I think it hinges on him to win a lot, I agree with the caller on that. But I am concerned on how the ends on the defensive line will do, because we did lose Chris Long and Michael Bennett, and I think that's going to really hurt the Eagles this year.
Okay, so we actually have so you said you have them going 11-5. So what do you think about that?
Well, like I already said, I think they'll be a more rounded team. Another thing I'd like to add is that with better wide receivers now like Deshaun Jackson, I think Carson Wentz will have more reliable targets, and I think he will have improved from last year. Like I said, he's going to be more healthy. He's going to probably have fully recovered, hopefully have fully recovered. So that's what I think about the offense of the Eagles. I do think a lot relies on Carson Wentz. With Nick Foles gone, they don't have a super reliable backup if he gets hurt or if he doesn't play well. So a lot is on Carson Wentz right now. Obviously, also his fourth year. So a lot of big stuff going down this year.
All right, so we have another caller. We have Scott from Anderson, Wisconsin. What's up, Scott?
Hey, you mentioned talking not Jimmy Butler, but mentioned talking NBA free agency and the Sixers. So how do you think they're going to handle the whole Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris situation? Bringing
So,
them back?
what I see right now, I know they're in talks with the Rockets doing a sign and trade and the makes of Clint Capella and PJ Tucker along with Eric Gordon. I think I don't think the Sixers are just going to let him walk. I think they're either going to sign him or they're going to sign him and trade him to the Rockets for those three players. What do you think?
I think Jimmy Butler is the key to this offseason. If we don't get Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris, the Sixers are in a terrible spot, and I don't need to see them as a team that can win a playoff series.
Now, my thing with Tobias Harris is that he's a decent player, but there are more players out there that deserve the money that they would give to Tobias Harris. Now, it would be great if they brought Tobias Harris back because they acquired him. He can shoot the ball, and that's everything they pretty much need. And we actually have another caller, Braun, from Missouri. What's up, Braun?
Well, going back to the Eagles, and you guys were talking about not having a reliable backup for Carson Wentz if he gets injured. What are your thoughts on Nate Sudfeld?
So Nate Sudfeld, haven't really seen him do great, but if Carson Wentz has to go down, I guess Nate Sudfeld's going to have to be the person, and I don't think he's going to do very well, but we'll have to see.
Don't forget, the Eagles also picked up a backup QB in the draft. We'll see, if Carson Wentz does go down, if they have to choose between Clayton Thorson, who was their pick out of Northwestern, or Nate Sudfeld. We'll have to see.
I think that Clayton Thorson doesn't have a shot against Nate Sudfeld. He hasn't seen much meaningful action, but in the action he's played in, he has been all right, and I think the Eagles could rely on him if, unfortunately, Carson Wentz would go down.
This is going to do it for Philly Sports Network. I'm Cole Ledger here with Keaton Ball and Tim Wing. Have a great day and see you tomorrow.